A storm brews once again in the Highlands, and this time, it will change everything. Whispers spread through Scotland, a child is coming, a child who will carry the fire of love, the pain of war, and the power of time itself. Could this be the birth of Jamie Fraser, the man whose name will echo across centuries? As Blood of My Blood returns for Season 2, the story begins not with peace, but with chaos, heartbreak, and a destiny written long before time itself. Season 2 of Blood of My Blood opens with a powerful and emotional beginning. The long-feared Jacobite rising of 1715 has finally erupted. The drums of war thunder across the Highlands, pulling men from their homes, their families, and their dreams. And among them stands Brian Fraser, torn between duty and love. After finally reuniting with Ellen Mackenzie, the woman he risked everything for, he now faces another impossible choice: to fight for his country or protect the family he's only just begun. The Season 1 finale ended with a sense of fragile hope, but Episode 1 shatters that peace instantly. Brian's loyalty to Scotland leaves Ellen heartbroken, yet she knows his spirit can't be contained. He rides to battle with Murtagh Fitzgibbons at his side, while Ellen stays behind, hiding from both enemies and her own kin. But what no one knows yet is that Ellen carries a secret, one that could change history forever. She is with child. The tension is unbearable. Ellen's heart beats not only for Brian but for the life growing inside her. Every prayer she whispers is for both of them, the man she loves and the child who may never meet his father. Could this be the birth of the Jamie Fraser? The question hangs over every scene like mist over the moors. Back at Castle Leoch, Dougal and Colm Mackenzie are once again divided. Dougal burns with pride, urging his clan to join the uprising, while Colm warns that rebellion only brings ruin. The brothers' war of words becomes just as fierce as the one raging outside their walls. And through all their anger, Ellen's name still lingers, the sister who defied them both for love. Meanwhile, vengeance brews elsewhere. Lord Grant, furious over his nephew Malcolm's death, swears to destroy Brian and everyone tied to him. His men spread through the Highlands, hunting for Ellen, unaware that she is carrying the very child that will one day define the Fraser line. The tone of Episode 1 is raw and haunting. The camera lingers on Ellen's loneliness, the flicker of a candle, the whisper of rain against the window, and her trembling hands resting on her stomach. Every sound feels like an omen. She dreams of a red-haired child calling to her from the future, his laughter echoing through time. And far away on the battlefield, Brian dreams of the same child. Two souls, bound by blood and fate, feeling the same presence before the child is even born. When a messenger brings word that Brian has been wounded but survived, Ellen breaks down in relief. Yet her joy is short-lived. Lord Grant's soldiers are drawing near, and Ellen must flee once more. With Murtagh's help, she escapes into the misty Highlands, carrying her unborn child and the last hope of her family. But destiny doesn't wait for safety. As the sky darkens and thunder rolls, Ellen collapses in pain. The storm outside rages like the war inside her. Murtagh realizes what's happening, the child is coming early. And in that terrifying, beautiful moment, the line between life, love, and time begins to blur, the sound of thunder fades into the cry of a newborn. In a lonely cottage hidden among the trees, Ellen Fraser gives birth to a red-haired baby boy as the dawn breaks over the Highlands. Murtagh stands nearby, bloodied and breathless, having fought off soldiers just long enough to protect them. Outside, war devours Scotland, but inside that small cottage, something far greater is born, a legend. The scene is quiet but powerful. Ellen gazes at the child, tears mixing with rain on her cheeks. The boy's cry is strong, almost defiant, as if he knows the world he's entered will demand courage. She whispers softly, "You are your father's son." Though she doesn't say the name, every Outlander fan feels it, this could be Jamie Fraser. But the moment of peace is shattered when the door bursts open. Dougal stands there, drenched and speechless. He has found Ellen, and her secret. In his hand is a letter from Brian, meant for Ellen, intercepted before it could reach her. Dougal reads the words that change everything. "If I do not return, tell our son that he was born of love, not of war." Dougal's expression softens for the first time. He kneels beside his sister, seeing the child's fiery hair and the unmistakable strength in his eyes. The feud between them dissolves in a moment of silent understanding. Dougal swears to protect them, not out of forgiveness, but out of duty to the blood they share. Through him, he says quietly, the name Fraser will live forever. Outside, Murtagh's cries echo through the valley, followed by the clash of steel. Dougal rushes out, but it's too late. Murtagh has given his life to protect Ellen and the baby. His final act seals his place as the guardian of the Fraser line, a sacrifice that fans will feel deep in their hearts. As rain falls, Ellen steps outside, holding her child close. She whispers into the storm, "You were born into war, my son, but you will know a love that outlives time." Lightning flashes, and for a moment, the baby's eyes seem to reflect something ancient, something far beyond this century. Ellen hears a faint whisper carried on the wind, a woman's voice, distant yet familiar, "Protect him." The voice belongs to Claire Fraser, echoing through time itself. This single, supernatural touch connects Blood of My Blood directly to Outlander, confirming what fans have always felt, that destiny moves in circles, not lines. Time doesn't divide them, it binds them. The episode ends with Ellen lighting a candle beside Brian's letter. The flame flickers, casting shadows across the room as the baby sleeps peacefully in her arms. The bagpipes begin to play softly, their notes carrying both sorrow and pride. As the light fades, one line from the letter glows faintly in the candlelight. "Tell our son that he was born of love, not of war." The screen goes black. The storm quiets. And fans are left breathless, asking one final question. Was this truly the birth of Jamie Fraser, or the beginning of something even greater? The Highland winds whisper once more, and as the first light breaks over the horizon, everything changes. Ellen lies in silence, the battle still echoing faintly beyond the hills. The cries of her newborn cut through the mist, fragile, pure, and eternal. It's a sound that marks not just life, but destiny itself. Brian kneels beside her, his trembling hands holding the child who carries both love and war in his blood. And in that moment, without knowing it, the legend of Jamie Fraser begins. But fate in Blood of My Blood has never been kind. The world beyond their fragile peace is already shifting. The Jacobite cause grows restless. The redcoats are coming. And every secret, every heartbeat, every whisper of this child's birth could become a spark for something much greater, something history itself cannot contain. Murtagh watches from the shadows, his loyalty unwavering. He knows what this birth means, even if no one else does. The prophecy spoken by the healer now begins to unfold, a child born under fire, destined to live beyond his time. But destiny is never gentle. To protect this child, someone must fall. Someone must pay the price that fate demands. The trailer hints at dark choices and blood-soaked promises. We see Brian standing at the edge of war, torn between his duty to his clan and his love for Ellen and their newborn son. His eyes carry the weight of a man who knows he might never return. Ellen, though fragile, holds strength far beyond her years, her heart echoing the same defiance that will one day define her son. Their love, even in its quietest moments, feels larger than time itself. And as the flames of rebellion rise once more, Blood of My Blood Season 2 draws the line between legend and loss. We sense that Ellen's story is not just about birth, but about the foundation of everything Outlander would later become. The baby born in this moment may carry a name that history will one day remember, a name whispered across centuries, Jamie Fraser. But the trailer leaves us hanging. Is this truly Jamie? Or a vision from the past that echoes into his future? Time in this universe has never been simple. It bends, twists, and bleeds through generations. Perhaps what we are seeing is not the beginning of a life, but the rebirth of a soul. As the screen fades to black, we are left with a question, one that lingers like smoke after battle. Was this the beginning of Jamie's journey, or the moment time itself decided to write him into existence? Because in Blood of My Blood, every ending is a beginning, and every birth carries the shadow of fate. And as this season unfolds, one truth becomes clear: love and war may shape the world, but destiny writes its own story.